All right, my lovelies, I'm trying out a new light. I don't think it's giving me too much glare. It's giving me glare looking down at it, but I don't know if the camera's picking up glare from you looking at it. So I'll have to do a little bit of taping and recording and just see where we're at. But what I'm using is a pine frame high quality studio canvas, 280 cotton dug, and it is 20 by 25 centimeters. It's one I picked up from a little cheap shop, although it's a Montmartre, so I might have got that from Kaiser Craft. I've had it for a little while, so I can't really say where I got it from. But this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm using, this one. So let's put that aside and show you what I've done so far. They come as an unadorned frame. That's the inside of it, the rear side of it. I just thought I'd show you that bit because I've already collaged it. I've gone a little bit crazy with my papers and torn up lots and lots of magazines and lots of bits of paper, and I've got nearly a box full. Let me show you how much of a box I've got. I'll just take out some bits because I don't need them in there right now. I will put them. No, I just dropped them all over the floor. Little bundles of lace just went all over the floor. But what I did was this. I just tore up. I've got a couple of big bits in there that can still be torn up further. Lots and lots and lots and lots. Now, granddaughter, if you're watching me, this is going to be used for collaging the frames, as in that. Once this is done and all the other ladies have done their little bit of it, this will be going in the bin because there is no need to keep it further. Just reminding her also that she has a little deal with her gran. If something is too small, it goes out. It no longer stays in the house, it goes in the bin. So, but that's what I've done so far. What I want to do then is put a couple of focal things on here. For example, this gorgeous thing out of a, doesn't say a bird book, it's a flower book. Arranging flowers. I can put that there, raise it up a little bit on some double-sided foam and get it a little bit higher up. Maybe make it a little bit stiffer on some 200 GSM paper. And then maybe, this is only a maybe, I could put a stacked teacup in that corner, and down in here I can put some flowers that I've made, and I've got several of them out in the carport in a nice container. So I'm thinking of going out tomorrow, having a look for that and see exactly what I've got that I can offer other ladies to use as well, so that I don't have to make too many flowers. I have made lots of little ones, lots and lots of little ones. I'll just make this flat. Now I've made some bows to go on there as well. Not on just this one, but others as well. And all of these pretty little flowers, I've spent a good week making all of those. And they can go in between bigger flowers. So you've got your focal flower and then your lots of little dress-ups around the edges and underneath. So I think that should be rather fun. I will, when I get around to teaching this, I will try and take some photographs of the ladies' work and show you what we've learned together. So there are things that I can't teach in a great deal of time, in a short amount of time, like these little flowers. They take a few minutes to dry, so I can't do too much like that, but that's what I've done so far. So I have my little cutout pieces, my torn pieces, collage pieces, that's what I'm looking for. I have my dress-up flowers, I have my ribbons, and I have a stack of these photos that I've already put onto card and mounted with some tape. And I've assembled the stacked teacups because this is going to be a 2 or 3-parter, because we have to wait for the things to dry during each stage, I've taken the liberty of making a lot of these. I've left some without the blingy bits on them. I figured the ladies might like to do that themselves, so I haven't done too many of those. I just wanted to have a look, see what they look like with the smaller ones and slightly bigger ones. Slightly bigger, they're just a lot bigger. But, you know, that's the 2 styles of bling that you could put onto here. It's really quite lovely. It just gives them a little bit of a lift. But that is enough for me for now. I am anxious to have a look back through this on the camera, on the phone, and see how it's come out. So I will catch up with you in the next video when I'm doing part 2 of this. Okay, bye-bye for now. Okay, the collage work has dried. I have put some lovely ribbon around the edges, and then around the top edge I've put some bling, you know, the big sheets you can get with all these rows of bling on them. That's what I've used there. And I chose to do that off camera so that you weren't bored watching my hands flip around all over the place like I do anyway. Now, the next part comes the focal points and the embellishments on the top. I've decided to go all out and do lots of different things. The first thing I've got to put on is this lovely picture of little floral coasters with wine glasses in them. I thought that was really pretty. And wine and coffee go together, so that's my theory anyway. I've always known there to be wine glasses on a table, even though there are coffee cups there, so I might be the odd one who doesn't finish her glass of wine. Well, I don't have wine anymore, but I could never have an empty glass in front of me. It frustrated me. If you can have a drink, you can have a drink, right? Here's to you. Now, my body has become allergic to alcohol, so it's best if I don't imbibe. Now, okay, that is there. That, oh, all my text is facing, oh no, that's sideways. That's all right, I feel good. Everything is facing up that way, so I guess this goes up that way too. Let's put it at an angle, shall we? Just for something different. And those little squares were foam tape. Could have gone up one more block, I think, but I'm not going to try and take it off now because I might ruin it. And I don't want to do that. Now, the next thing I want to put on there is one of my stacked cups. And that little coffee shop was just coincidental. So that can go there, I think. I might pop that up, definitely. Give it a good old lift. Be generous and put 2 lots on there. If not, why not? Scissors. Got to have scissors to cut this stuff, otherwise it doesn't work well. I was going to have all this prepped before I turned the camera on, but, you know, sometimes this old brain doesn't get its eggs in the basket and all together. So I'm sorry you have to put up with my hands in the way. My fingers are like ice cubes this morning. Now I think I'll put a big one down the middle. You know, your embellishments don't have to be exactly like mine. They can be something different, you know, because every artist is different. So if you're doing one of these, don't feel you have to have pictures of stuff that you see in magazines. That's just what I'm using. You could make your own. Oh, hello. You could make your own embellishments. I've made flowers to go on this, so I have achieved something that is my own work. And I did cut the cups into segments and put them in their positions. So, you know, I have achieved something of my own. You could even use your painty papers, which would look absolutely gorgeous if you've got any. I don't have any painty papers at the moment. I haven't been very energetic with my paints in the last couple of years. I think because I've had to dismantle this room a couple of times and rearrange it, and it's still not 100% the way I want it. I know I promised I would show you a little walkthrough, but it's just nowhere near up to standard. My standard, that is. And it's workable purely and simply because I can work in a mess. You know, there are hundreds of ladies out there who would shrink if they saw the status of my craft room at the moment. They could not handle the disorganization, but when you have so much stuff, it's a case of make do with what you've got if you want to do craft, or take over another area, which I did. I took over my dining room, and that started to annoy me too. So back into my craft room I came when I could. I'm a lot happier. And my dining room table at the moment is a little cluttered because I've been sorting. But for the last few weeks, I've been able to proudly say my table is tidy and clean. And we can actually sit out and have a meal if we choose to. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm not a hoarder. Much. I'm a passionate collector. I will take that phrase from Crafty Arena because that's what she used to call herself, a passionate collector. Oh, this is taking so much longer than I wanted it to. Oh, these scissors are getting junky. Thank goodness I don't have to use them very much on this project. I can clean them when I turn the video off. I have discovered that I don't have to use orange power like I used to do, which is a sticky spot and goo dissolver. I can use hand cleanser because it's mostly alcohol, and alcohol just about, you know, not the drinking alcohol, but what's that, isopropyl. You can use that and clean your stuff too, which is pretty cool. Now, I was going to put that over there. I think I still will. Well, what do you think of that? So far, so good. But I've got other stuff here that I want to put on too. Let me just bring the little container lid in. I have got little flowers that I made. That one I made about 10 years ago. These I've just recently done. And these are in the long-lasting basket as well. And the hello I've just done. So let's get to and put some of this on here, shall we? Because I'm getting quite excited to see this finished now. Let's put these big flowers on. Now, even though they have a brad, I think I'll still be able to use, I'm going to use fabric glue. It's a little bit stronger. After I get the gluey bit off the top. Ew. It's It's gluey, gluey. Icky, sticky. Stick a pin in the hole and give it a wriggle. Then wipe this bit off so that my pin does not stick into my little cushion. All right, let's get gluing. Let's get the glue down. Shake, 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 shake your good bottle. Oh, and my buttons knocking on the table too. Are you coming? Are you coming down there? Come on, glue. Oh, it's starting to come down. The temperature is cool and the glue is tackier than I'm used to over the last couple of months. I've had it lovely and warm, and I might have to get a warm bottle of, or a warm container of water and put here. This is just not coming out the way it's supposed to. It's all gummed up. It's all gummed up, I tells you. If your baby's not happy. No, I'm going to have to go back to the turbo tacky because this is just too hard for my hands at the moment. Arthritis hurts in here. It's not comfortable. Okay, reaching over for my turbo tacky. Ah, yes. Good old rub. I'm being super generous with glue because I have the brads in the middle of these flowers. The outer leaves will be out. Oh, maybe this wasn't such a brilliant idea for me to do today. I'm going to hang it over the edge a little bit, not much. Oh, I've got my little weights bag here. I had something that I was able to pull apart that had ball bearings, so I put them into this little organza bag, and it makes a nice little weight bottle. It will hold that down for a few minutes while the glue dries. So while I'm waiting for that, I can put the other little ones around. Yeah, I can. Little round circle there and across in the middle. Whoops. Put that one up in the corner. Now, where was I going to put these? Over this side. Hoping, can you see me? Yes, good. Just maybe if I move that, I can push it up a little more. How's that? Oh, that's cool. That's good. Now I can have that one going out that way, which gladdens my heart. Now that's the thing with crafting. If you do something and it makes you happy, then it is really worthwhile doing. If you do it and you're not so sure, well, try and work around it. See if you can make it short so that it makes you happy. Because this is supposed to be your Zen spot where you have a good time, relax a little, and just enjoy what you're doing. Put that one there, and I'll put the other one down here so you can still see the little blob of ink going there. Do I want to cover that up? Maybe put that there. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. How's that? I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yep, you're glued down. That's good. Now I'll put this one in here. I went out into my carport to get these flowers, and oh my gosh, the dust out there is horrendous. Don't know why. It's open, you know, there's one end open, so, and people wander in and out. So I don't know why I'm having a grizzle. I might put that one up there. It's all the same process. It's all going on the same spot. I have to wash my hands again because they're still itchy. Now I'll put this one on there and then do a couple of small ones again up this side over here. I've got 1, 2, and 3. I've spent a happy week. I've made so far about approximately 90 of these little flowers. Oh, it's fun. You know, thump, crunch, as you stamp them all out and punch them all out. Yep, I like that there. I like them there. Although, yeah, I'm going to leave that one on its own out there. Yep, I will. Because I can. I could fill this whole thing up and make it look like a garden, which would be pretty, but I don't want to go too overboard. Have you sitting in the cup just? Yeah, I might do that one next. Once again, being generous with the glue because I want it to last a long time. I don't want it to fall apart because I'm going to be giving this to somebody who has an entertainment area. She and her friends love coffee and they love wine, and I thought, what a nice thing to give them. I don't know if I'm keen on that one there. I think I'll leave it. Now I have hello to come in here, and this I have put double-sided tape on it, so I need to get my little implement out to take that bond off the back. At least I'm hoping the young lady will like it enough to put in her area. If not, well, she can throw it in the bin. I don't think she will do that though. Oh, gosh, that looks pretty. That really does. I'm a bit impressed. These flowers are Tim Holtz Tattered Florals, I think. I honestly cannot remember, but I'm pretty sure that they are. They're the only floral dye I used to have back when I did these. because these are in the decade box. I used to make so many of each thing that I never ever used them all, but now I'm finding them again and I'm using them, which is lovely. Now I'll just pop that there and let things dry while I put things away a little bit, including that lovely fabric glue. That's heartbreaking. I can't use that today. But when you can't, you can't. That's all there is to it. Oh, now I've got those flowers inside. I can find one that I can put onto this thing and use that as an embellishment on something else. Okay, that will be another project, I think. Where did I put more? There's my big flowers. Okay, this is my box of big flowers. A bit yummy. So that could go there. And another couple of little ones could come here. And that could be a card front. Could it not? Yes, it could. I'm going to do that. Thank you for the idea, folks. That was great. Oh, I like that. That's good stuff. Okay. I'm going to risk it and take this off. Let's turn this light down. Oh, turned it off. Okay. Is that making any difference? No, let's put it up full again. I've got a new light and I'm still playing with it. It's absolutely beautiful. It is just a little skinny desk lamp, but it's got a phone charger on it and it's got 3 levels of light, as you just saw. And it's got a nice long arm, which is gorgeous. I can move it over here if I want. Bring it in. Will it bring into camera range? Is that it there? No, it's not. There it is. Like an idiot. Let's put it back where it should be. Okay. Close enough. Sorry. Having a little game with my light here. I'm just having it play. It's like a little kid at, special time when you get a gift. Yum. Okay, let's take this off and let's bear, not the beast, because it's not a beast, it's rather beautiful. There, oh, aeroplane flew over and my windows rattled. It was only a little plane too. Okay, let's just tip this up a little bit like that so that I can see it without the shadow. Let's bring it down there. How's that? I rather like that. I really do. That's lovely. If I'm going to teach others how to do this, I've got to make some more little flowers though. Yep. Because between 12 people, I don't think 80 is going to be enough. It's only 7 each and I've used 3, 6. Oh, I've only used 7. Okay. Anyway, this is my lovely thing that's going to sit on an easel. And I don't have my easel here. I don't, do I? Just checking. No, I don't. Otherwise, I'd pop it up and show you. But that's what I'm going to be giving somebody very soon. It's not a birthday. It's just a thank you for being you gift. But I do hope you've liked that. I've loved doing it. And I will catch up with you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.